Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Aries Soul Path reading for March of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings that may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you'd like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is truly most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the mid-month readings as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Aries Soul Path for March of 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and only take jumpers from the deck. And while there's moments of silence, while I may be shuffling, do pay attention to anything you hear or see within yourself, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading, as we are not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy. In a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself, so do pay attention to those. All right, 2 more cards, please. Almost. 2 more cards. Thank you. 1 more. Thank you. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. And at the bottom, we have the Moon card. So we have these 2 4s here. So March is going to be, or at least it's going to feel more stable than the past few months for you here. And there's been a few signs that have gotten a similar type of message, and of the past 3 to 6 months have been kind of rough, and now you're finding more balance, or in your case, you're finding this more stability, which also is an element of balance here. So with the Queen of Wands, you're kind of drawing a line in the sand here with you and the universe, and you're saying to the universe, I want what I want. I deserve to have what I want. So come with what I want. So you're taking this firm stance with the universe. I also kind of see you going from a very social kind of mode. And this is most likely at the beginning of March, and moving fairly quickly into this kind of quiet kind of mode. You're kind of keeping to yourself here. As the Queen of Wands is speaking of this social interaction, the 4 of Pentacles is speaking of holding what you have close, and in some cases, this can also read as silence. You are kind of holding what you have. You're not really engaging with those around you in the middle of March here. But you are balancing out your light and your dark here, these inner aspects of ourselves. And again, with this firm stance you're taking with the universe, you are determined to make it to where you want to be. And so you are kind of looking at what you have, and you're kind of like, well, I'm going to need this for the journey forward. You're also, again, like I said, keeping to yourself in this energy. This gives you this sense of security. But this is also bringing your energy into alignment, this kind of time to yourself. And this is allowing you to get into the heart space, open your crown a little more, and again, finding more stability. And with the Four of Cups, like I said earlier, you're making this firm line in the sand because you're kind of looking at what you have, and you're like, these 3 cups are great, but I want this other thing in life. I want this other kind of life. There's this yearning for this something, and you have been communicating with the divine about this, and they have heard your call, and they are in this time trying to hand you this cup, but there is this necessity to take your focus off of the lack and more onto the future. And at the bottom, we have the Four of Wands. So this makes you nervous to do because you don't like the lack, but for you, somehow it has a familiarness to it. And in that, there we can become complacent here. So this is going to draw up some fear and some anxiety, perhaps. But again, this security in this past that is not fulfilling is an illusion for you. And that when you move forward, you realize that it's actually much easier to go to where your heart is pulling you than to stay where your heart is being kind of stifled to one degree or another. So this is somewhat of a rough transition internally. There's a lot of focus on what you don't have yet, and the divine is trying to hand this to you. So March is kind of this hump for you to get over here, and I'm sure we'll get a little bit more about it. But this does seem to be the major hurdle here, is this kind of focusing on a lack here. So there may be an element with this Queen of Wands where you may be taking too firm of a stance, and you have to give the universe some wiggle room to create here. And I feel like this is what you're doing, and you are finding out how to navigate this dark path of where you really can't see where you're going. You're really utilizing your intuition to move forward. And this is kind of what this is to do. March is so to kind of kickstart your intuition to a higher gear here. All right, we'll get a little bit more information. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for March of 2023. We have the full moon mountains, so we have 2 moon cards here. 2 more cards, please. Come on. Let's see if I can get this one. Ooh. 2 cards, please. That's too many. All right. 2 cards, please, for our Aries. Okay. All right, so we have the full moon mountains, home of love's fulfillment, the hero approaches, and voyage of narrow escape. So we have these 2 moon cards here, so Paying close attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles would be really beneficial for you. And you can research on how to utilize these various energies to your benefit. And I suggest looking into that. And the universe is indicating that that would be in your benefit. So take that how you will. So we have the full moon mountains here. So you are advancing forward. Again, there are some things that are hidden from your view. And this initially does have you worried. I don't feel like this worry lasts. As soon as you get moving forward and you take your mind off of this lack, you're no longer worried. So you are releasing your fear as you take on this challenge. But there is a challenge in front of you. It does indicate that the odds are in your favor. But this is also pointing out that's something that you must overcome. This is this fear, this is this lack mindset. This is really you taking inspired action towards this challenge. And really, I sense you finding this certain level of victory as we move into spring. And we have a home of love's fulfillment here. So this card of the image is very reminiscent of the Ten of Cups. And these two individuals on this card are embraced so tightly that you cannot tell one from the other. They've become this one. This is a home of love's fulfillment. So what I was talking about, this success that you are headed towards in the future, there's definitely something coming your way. It's like when you finally move from this lack kind of position, this hard stance kind of position, you give the universe a little wiggle room to move. It's like this beacon kind of goes off from you and it starts attracting to you your heart's desire here. But it's not coming in because your energetic focus is kind of on what you don't have right now. So that is what's kind of gumming up the works for you a little bit. But with the love of home's fulfillment, or home of love's fulfillment, there is some level of partnership coming in. This is definitely speaking of it most likely being romantic in nature. This is this blissful, harmonious, aligned relationship here of love. So this is what is coming your way. And for others of you that this is not a romance in nature, this is definitely you coming into more alignment and harmony with your purpose and finding abundance and success, like I said, as you move into spring. But whatever this is for you, and this is different for everybody, but this, whatever it is really going to pull on the heartstrings. And this is kind of this hero approaching here. Makes me think of that Top Gun song, Holding Out for a Hero. But we have the hero approaches here. So this is this love or this success approaching to you. I feel like there is an element of yourself or your higher self tied up into this hero that is approaching. So there may be someone or a situation coming in that you're going to feel like, wow, this really saved the day. This has renewed my faith in love and all these things. But this hero that is really approaching is your highest most self, coming into alignment with that, reaching the mountaintop. And so this is really this hero. You are really the you are the hero of this story. You're your own hero. And so this is going to come in pretty fast. And I feel like once you take your eyes off of what you don't have, everything kind of changes for you. So we have Voyage of Narrow Escape. So a lot of the signs this run have gotten this kind of like magic moment, golden opportunity type of message here. And you are getting a similar one with where it's a Voyage of Narrow Escape here. So it does appear that you are embarking on this new journey out of this lack and moving into a more abundance, but it's like just in the nick of time. You're switching up gears just in the nick of time, because whatever you were dealing with definitely was and can potentially still have this potential to draw you back into what we'll say lower vibrations here. But it does appear for most of you, if not all of you, you are escaping just in the nick of time before this kind of takes you out. It's like there's some really perfect timing taking place in March for you. And some of it you may overlook. But I think as you, at the end of March, as you look back, you're going to kind of notice these synchronicities and be like, oh my gosh, like that was just at the right time for me to excel and head towards success here. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for March of 2023. The King of Swords. 2 more, please. Thank you. No. I know. 2 more. Okay, all right. 2 more, please. So I definitely feel you are a little resistant in making this change out of what is comfortable versus what your heart is calling to you. There is some resistance to this. And this is where this kind of fear is kind of coming out of. 1 more, please. Jeepers. All right, that's too many. Way too many. If those are meant to come out, they'll come out again. Are you kidding me? All right. 1 more, please. Okay, we'll take them. All right, let's see what's here. All right. So we have the King of Swords, Temperance, the Strength card, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. So this King of Swords is saying a similar thing as the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is kind of where you're changing your stance, whereas you're kind of making this kind of firm line in the sand here and being like, I want what I want to the universe. And this is you kind of not making quite of a firm line in the sand and leaving some of this up to the universe here, as we can't be in control of the way everything comes to play out here. So you're really now, I feel like mid-March, moving forward with more of just your truth here. You're just putting it out to the universe, and you're kind of like just making a declaration. It's not as firm as in the beginning of March. And so you're allowing the universe to kind of play with potentialities, which will work out in your benefit. Because you're not quite so firm, you're not trying to hold it with your mind, you find more mental clarity because you have this space kind of cleared up for deeper introspection and things like this. And we have the Temperance card. So again, like I said earlier, finding more stability, but balance as well. And this is kind of talking about how you're moving forward, mid to end of March, really feeling on your purpose. Again, feeling a little bit more patient, a little bit, again, not so firm with having things to play out just so, because when we do that, we're definitely setting ourselves up for noticing the lack later. When we kind of are more open-ended with our intentions and our manifestations, we let the universe kind of do it in the way that it can. This kind of frees us up a little bit and allows for this patience in our energy. You're definitely seeking aid from the divine. You're seeking counsel from the divine. And I definitely feel mid to the end of March, you're definitely feeling more connected to the divine. But like I said, there's this element of your higher self coming into play, your own hero, your own hero's journey here. And the Temperance card can also speak of this merging with your higher self here, with the two cups pouring into one another. So there is that at play here. And I feel like this is something you notice. I'll say, I don't feel like that word fits right. When you take your mind off of the lack, and moving forward, you're moving forward with a lot of strength and courage here. You're moving forward even though there is this twinge of fear. Being brave is about being scared and having that twinge of fear, but moving forward and taking those steps forward anyway. This is bravery. Bravery isn't a lack of fear. It is working with the fear, pushing through it, facing it. So that in and of itself is going to give you a lot of confidence. Also connecting with your higher self. If that is indeed what you're doing, you're going to kind of be brimming with this confidence and this new belief in yourself. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like this stance you're taking. You're wanting sustainable results. You're wanting to do something that's going to last for a long time. It's something you're going to be able to harvest regularly. I almost feel like you're working on something that's going to harvest itself. So this is this type of long-term view that you're taking moving forward. And again, you have this mental space to think like that when you're not looking at the lack or what you don't have. And at the bottom, we have the Eight of Cups. So you are walking away from these cups that are that no longer fulfill you. You're walking away from any situation that makes you feel kind of stifled in your energy at all. And this is this hero coming in. And again, you're walking away in the dark, under the moon, up the mountain, and becoming your own hero. And just in the perfect amount of time. And it's funny, these moon cards are obviously at night. But this walking away tired is at night. This narrow escape is at night. And these both have moons and mountains on them. So definitely pay close attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, and do know that you are moving up here. So again, you're moving towards the success, this kind of this pinnacle moment, this crescendo of energy. I feel like you are coming into and kind of embodying in the springtime here. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for March of 2023. All right. So the energy of the Andes. So again, with this mountain energy, this highest peak and crescendo. And then we have Dance of Heartbeats. So again, with this kind of love, there's something that's really going to have your heart doing a little overtime here in March. There's a quickening of the heart, these emotions, and it's like this dance of these 2 heartbeats becoming one here. So there's definitely some romance, some deep level connection taking place in March for a lot of you. And so we have the energy of the Andes. So again, with these mountains, and this highest crescendo, and this is this kind of, you can almost see these mountains almost as like a wave. You're riding these waves of energy, this crescendo of this crashing wave that continues to rise, and you're just riding this rising wave here. But again, it's once you take your eyes off the lack, that you feel this wind assistance behind you. And again, with the dance of the heartbeats, this is an indication that you are either coming in alignment to what resonates and what is in alignment with your heart. And for others of you, this is a romantic connection. And for some of you, this is both of those things. So take what resonates with you, as they say. Let me make sure I press record. Oh boy. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is Aries' inner climate like, inner landscape like on their soul path for March of 2023. That's too many. Okay. All right. All right, we'll do. Okay. Alrighty. So we have wood. So March is going to be a lot of growth for you. This is definitely this is going to be challenging, definitely. And like this says, you are approaching this challenge. So it does appear that you are growing to the challenge. Connection. So there is again this connection coming up here. Whether this be to romance or your true heart's desire, your purpose, there is that connection and support here. So you are getting support from the divine in this. And I feel like with this hero approaching, you being the hero, it's like there's this inner support or this inner stability that you find that is you. And renewal. This is this renewal to come into contact, to kind of merge into your higher self here. This kind of astral version of yourself definitely will make you feel renewed here. So there is this seed sprouting for you in March. I don't feel like it has leaves yet until later into spring, early summer, but this seed is sprouting. Then we have the black cockatoo. So confidence, definitely moving forward again with this confidence, this new belief in yourself, companionship. So we have a couple cards indicating that there is this kind of romantic companionship coming in. Communication. So expect this communication from someone. It is a little unclear. But definitely expect this type of communication from someone and be open to communicate back. Then we have the lizard. So we have dreaming. So pay close attention to your dreams. Keep a dream journal. Very important. Sight. So you are getting this higher vantage point, which to kind of like look at your situation here. Knowledge. So you're definitely getting this knowledge of this higher self. And with this communication, you may be having this communication with the higher self as well. And this is going to facilitate some higher metaphysical gifts for you. At least the seeds of these will be sprouted here. And with the lizard here, this lizard has an ancient face here. This face has been around for before humans. So this ancient higher self, this ancient self, and it's funny. It's kind of the spirit is kind of slipping it in there, but I feel like this is going to play quite a role for you. This is going to be pivotal for you. So we have fire. So with fire, there is destruction. From the destruction comes creation here. So we have these elements. You are walking away from the past. There is a destruction of this comfort zone that you have, but because it's not fulfilling for you, you don't feel like you're meant to be there. This is something that kind of has to come down, this comfort zone. And when this comfort zone is kind of destroyed for you, even though this brings up some fear for you, this is kind of this fertile soil for these seeds to grow and this creation to begin, this creation of this kind of new you. You got to make space for this higher you. And beginning. So this is a beginning for you. This is, and this shows a lot of promise for summer, spring into summer, and expression here. So I feel like when this takes place, you're going to kind of be brimming with things you want to convey and new ideas and these kind of self-expression types of things. Also, when you take your mind off of this lack, again, this is where all of this kind of clicks into gear, is when you take your mind off of this lack and you kind of ease back on expecting the universe to manifest things exactly how you want. Because it rarely works like that. It usually manifests in mysterious ways, and this is why it's kind of magical. So, all right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for March of 2023. Thank you. No power. Drag drug. All right. So we have power. You're definitely moving forward with this power, this strength, this new connection with the spirit, this seed of power that is being planted within you in March here, is growing into this flower of power here. I'm sorry. And then we have drag drug, again, underneath the moon here. Kind of, what is this, a mesa? But this is a higher elevation here. So you kind of, there is going to be a moment, and I feel like it's here, where you kind of plateau out. You're kind of walking away, or this is this beginning of this walking away. But it's kind of a drag. You don't really want to leave your comfort. But again, this is also an indication that you are walking away. You're finding success as you make this journey here. And it says, if there is a judge, you are the judge, or you are it, judge. So, if there is a judge, you are it. So you are kind of judging and assessing yourself. And I feel like you, and I feel like we all are really our worst critic. And you are kind of, and the cards are indicating you're being a little hard on yourself, and you might be judging yourself a little too harshly. But it's a lot of times with this idea of lack and looking at what we don't have, this becomes kind of a habit. This is a habit that is hard to break. But this judging yourself, if you're like, I'm not enough, then your judgment is the only judgment at the end of the day that matters. So this is a call to you to recalibrate how you assess yourself, and to not judge yourself, not assess where you've been. Focus on the divine and focus on moving forward. And do know that the past is gone. The future hasn't happened yet. The only thing that is here is this present moment. Are you judging yourself in the present moment? This is a big thing for you, because this lack, or this feeling of like you don't have enough, is coming from this inner critic. And this is your hurdle here. All right. Oh. All right. Please give us 2 cards for what is on Aries Soul Path for March of 2023. Thank you. The Elephant. One more, please. All right. We have the Elephant and the Rabbit and the Fox. So with the Elephant, I feel like once you, again, everything is hinging on taking your focus off of what you don't feel like you have and not focusing on that. Everything is kind of hinging on you doing that for this to kind of turn out in your favor. But it's like once you do, it's like boom, everything kind of starts to click into gear. Your perception of yourself changes, and you kind of know without a shadow of a doubt, you know exactly where you're supposed to be. You know exactly what your purpose is. And there's a saying that the world will get out of the way for someone who knows where they are going. And this is what happens when you look up and you see what the divine is giving you here. And you realize that you know exactly where you're going. And just like the elephant, when an elephant is running, charging down a jungle trail, any animal on the trail is going to move as quick as it can to get off the trail because it can feel the vibrations of this giant animal coming its way here. So this is also your obstacles kind of being removed for you, except for this one. This is one that you are going to have to remove. You're going to have to look within to remove that. But once you do, it's like, again, this is kind of your moment of redemption here. Here we have the Rabbit and the Fox. So this is a very unlikely couple, partnership, friendship to have a rabbit and a fox be friends. So this connection that's coming in, whether this be a romantic connection or something you'll be engaging with that makes your heart really sing, this is not... say if it's a person, this is not your normal type. This is, if it's a job situation, this is definitely something you never saw yourself doing or considered doing, but it's like, it doesn't seem like it would fit, but it's like this puzzle piece where it's like how these pieces will never go together, and you push them together and they fit perfectly. And that's kind of what's taking place with this situation, whether it be romance or otherwise for you. All right, please give us 3 cards. What would you like to leave Aries with on their soul path for March of 2023? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Aries. Oh, jeepers. Poof. So again, there's this 5 of Pentacles energy, feeling out in the cold, feeling this lack, and the divine is, again, trying to hand you this abundance, what you need to make it to your manifestation destination. I'm going to copyright that. So the divine is giving you what you need, but it's like initially you're not noticing it, but it is leading to this 4 of Wands harmony. And again, this alignment, this harmony, this romantic connection that appears to be here. This really feels like you coming home. And if this is like a work situation, an opportunity of that kind of thing to follow your heart's desire, this is definitely a harmonious activity that that you find yourself in. And again, whatever this is for you, the community is really rallying around you. This is the celebratory energy for you moving forward beyond March here. And here at the bottom, we have the Five of Wands here. So initially in March, there is some tension, and it has to do with one, wanting everything to be just so. And this one doesn't give the universe any wiggle room. Also, it fills you with a lot of tension because there is a perception when people are doing that they have to be on top of it for it to manifest. And this is not usually the case. There is a saying called with manifestations, set it and forget it. Very important. This is what it feels like you are doing with the King of Swords underneath here. But there is this tension until you switch your focus here. And then things become more like training for you. And it is less this kind of tension of back and forth. It's like when you come in from out of the cold and you're in this celebratory energy, you realize like, oh, this was training me for me to actually embrace success. We have the Six of Pentacles here. So I feel like you are kind of changing what you give your attention to. And this is kind of you switching your attention, and you're no longer giving to this lack. You're no longer giving your energy to the past. You're no longer giving energy to this version of yourself that is kind of bogging your true self down from being able to emerge here. So you are changing where your energy and your attention goes. And there's that saying, where attention goes, energy flows. And so this is what you're doing. Here we have the High Priestess. So this is speaking about definitely moving forward with your intuition, getting these spiritual insights about your own divinity. There's something about that you are realizing here. And it does have to do with some sacred knowledge, some scripture to one degree or another. So whatever that is for you, do know that it is working for you. But on this dark path, there is still things yet to be revealed to you. So there's also a call to keep your eyes open. And keep your ears open too, because there are messages coming in for you from the divine. This is the Nine of Pentacles. But moving forward, the way that you're moving forward, you're feeling very self-sufficient. You're kind of in this fully cultivating garden of your heart, your energy. And the Nine of Pentacles speaks of luxury. So this is this feeling of luxury, this home of love's fulfillment, this kind of celebratory energy is what you're stepping forward into in spring. But do keep your eyes open for the signs, listen for the messages. And definitely as you move forward, you're going to want to be strategic. with this, there may also, as you move forward, as this usually is what happens, as we level up and we move forward, those that we are most likely leaving behind will deploy some level of deception or trickery, either to get over on us or to keep us from moving forward so they can keep us in their life, whatever their motivation is. So the Spirit is wanting you to also know that that is going to be at play here. And I do feel like whatever this situation that feels like it has to be tricky and deceptive, this is definitely tied into this lack mindset. So again, keeping your eyes open, watch. You can almost see as you move forward, see how other people respond to you moving forward. That'll tell you all you need to know. All right. I think we'll leave this reading here. Aries, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement for March. This is a little tricky, a little sticky at the beginning of March, but it does look like it turns out really nicely for you. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. You are truly most appreciated, and I really mean that. So Aries, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.